I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't replace.
It's not in the case of anybody.
That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's talk about Dusty Dan Trash Can Stan creating a new YouTube channel. And the fact that every interview that she's done since she's been back on the show has been about Melody. Realistically, we can really say that every interview that she has done has been about Melody. She's always talking about Melody, bringing Mel up, mentioning her in one way, shape, or form when she has so many other things to talk about. And if we do some comparisons, Melody ain't never really talking about her like that. And somebody have probably asked Mel about Dusty Dan Trash Can Stan once or twice in an interview, but not realistically. And people are always asking her about Melody because she's always making remarks about Melody. On top of that, she's aligned herself with Mel's ex-husband, who have gone on a rage to intimidate and humiliate his ex-wife, who Dusty Dan has expressed on a plethora of occasions that she agrees with Mel's baby mama's actions. Not only has she aligned herself with an abuser, but she's also aligned herself with every concubine that has been associated with him. Is it disheartening? No, because Dusty Dan is a big face hating asshole. But let's talk about it, right? Because Dusty Dan has gone on a number of interviews speaking about Mel, and give it up, ho. You are a beggar. You begged for that lady's friendship. When she didn't want to be friends with you no more, you went running her name through the mud like a fucking weird ass fan would do. You give Peggy Hager vibes, which is why you are so comfortable with her being your biggest and only #1 fan. To me, I don't understand why people can't see weird, wicked energy. You were at one point this lady's friend. She did not want to be your friend anymore because you were running her information back to her abuser. And now it shows 10 times more than not, and now more than ever, what side you were really on during that whole time frame. And I don't care what anybody says, you can be friends with a man all you want. If he shows or displays signs and traits like Mel's baby mama, there's no way no good woman would ever align herself with a man like that. Especially a woman that has gone through the things that Dusty Dan has tried to convince the audience that she's gone through. But in my opinion, Dusty Dan is a dangerous black woman. She's the type of black woman that'll turn her cheek or turn her eyes when things are happening to another black woman, all because she is related to the black man that is doing the things onto that black woman, or likes that black man that are doing those things onto that black woman, and realistically doesn't speak up for the plight unless things are happening to her. And those type of women are absolutely dangerous. If you're not going to use your voice to be consistent across the board for the woman's plight, then nobody is really, no real good woman is going to be able to resonate with you. And that's just my opinion. And because Dusty Dan is on a reality show, of course they're going to be weird ass hoes that just like her just because of the disdain and vitriol she's displayed toward a person that they don't like. Or they could probably just find her to be beautiful and see no wrong in her being a malicious, evil black woman. But the facts remain the same. Real women speak up for the plight regardless of anything, because you understand when you don't, you're still going against yourself. Even if it doesn't seem like it will directly affect you, you turning the other cheek to a black woman being abused will affect you indirectly, whether you know it or not. Which, in my opinion, we can kind of see today. She basically co-signed Mel's baby mama's actions, and in the same breath want empathy and sympathy and want to speak about a girl code when that didn't exist in her eyes. Sidebar, she was a booty call. She was a fling for 15 years. If you want to take a fling and a booty call as serious as her situation, where she's trying to take her situation with Moses, to me is laughable considering how she tried to deal with, or how she dealt with, the situation that Mel and Mel's baby mama was in. This man literally tried to put out revenge P. What the fuck are you going to speak about on your channel, ho, other than the fact that you're a fraud and you're a weird ass woman and you're not a good woman and you're not for the plight? But again, she continuously speaks about Mel on her platform with all of this disdain, as if Mel owes her anything other than her ass to kiss. You got upset because Mel kids didn't want you babysitting them because they felt like you were mean, and then turned around and told Mel's mom that she needs to go pimp her daughter. Just say you too knew the information that Coleslaw revealed on that blogger's channel about Mel, and I won't even repeat it, but it's so disgusting and disturbing how we see all of these black women align themselves with a man like Mel's baby mama and women like Slorian, because Dusty Dan too befriended Slorian, which, like I said, it shows every bit of her character. She's the type of bitch, because y'all fell out, she wants to be friends with all of your enemies. She wants to talk about all of your business, and she wants to try to pull you down because she's jealous, even though we've seen her on multiple occasions beg to be Mel's friend. And because Mel didn't trust her or wanted to be friends with her, this is the type of shit that she does. So realistically, Mel was right with her intuition all along. And to think people can't see through your bullshit is really insane. She also tried to say on the Dear Future Wifey's interview that she was doing therapy and all of this bullshit, when it's really a lie. If you was doing therapy, then you would come to terms that you suffer with abandonment issues, which is why you lash out so hard at Mel, because you feel like she abandoned you. You're the type of bitch that stick with friends and deal with people that continue to do fucked up shit to you. As long as they don't leave you, you feel like that's some type of loyalty or that's some type of love, and that's not how good relationships work. If you've really gone through therapy, then you would know that your personality shows that you have been in toxic relationships and traumatic relationships most or majority of your life, to where you cannot define or pinpoint what good loving energy is, and it shows. Because truth be told, good loving energy does not stick around for demonstrative behaviors. Good loving energy most times than not have boundaries, and people that operate the way Dusty Dan operates typically don't operate in boundaries. And if you have boundaries for yourself, they take that as a threat, or they take that offensively. They're genuinely offended when you establish boundaries for yourself and stand on them, which is what we see in her when it comes to Mel. Another thing, she likes to talk about Mel sharing her personal business, which is an absolute lie. Dusty Dan literally ran across every interview talking about Mel being a bad friend, etc. And then Mel revealed, if she was such a bad friend, why would she help you with your bills, etc.? If you're going to talk about her being a bad friend, talk about her being a good friend as well. And instead of being real, she tries to use that as the reason why she talks about Mel without acknowledging or being accountable for the very fact that she started the shit in the first place. She also knew about the Revenge P tape, in my opinion, and Letitia knew. They all knew and didn't say anything, and I guarantee you that's what they were talking about at the reunion, which is why Dusty Dan was trying to act as if she didn't know why Mel didn't want to be her friend anymore. She wanted Mel to repeat that. She wanted Mel to be the person to bring that to the forefront, so they then could be the people to talk about it. But Mel played their game, and they tried to play the audience and make it seem as though Mel was this evil, wicked person, which is why all of them was aligned, when in actuality, all of them are aligned because they have all done wicked, nasty things and are trying to protect the abuser, because the abuser will air their ass out. Dusty Dan is really a weirdo, and she is the epitome of pathetic. Running around here chasing Moses, a man that you've been chasing for 15 years. He married another woman, yet you want camera time with him to embarrass you even further. Sidebar, Moses is not a chase. He's going to embarrass the both of them, whether they like it or not. She deflects so much and plays victim so much is scary, and she always lying and get mad when people question her for her lies. She's talking about this timeline with her and Moses, and then talking about a son or a kid that they were going to raise together, and they named the same name together, and then mention her son Law. But the gag is, we want to know, why did you and LeBerick divorce so quickly after you had your kid? You get on a platform, another interview, talking about people need to leave your kid's name out of your fucking mouth, as if you not out here saying triggering, or not necessarily triggering things, but you out here saying very controversial, questionable things pertaining to the timeline of your relationship. So I wonder if you're going to keep that same energy when it comes to Heavenly, because she too questioned the timeline of your baby, because who the fuck kid is it? And I know that seems wrong, but bitch, you up here talking about Moses this, Moses that, and y'all named a baby after each other when you had a baby and your ex-husband divorced you within I don't know how long. You trying to put up this front and tell us that you had this on and off again relationship with Moses. You also said that you and your husband had breaks, and in those breaks y'all was dealing with other people, so you wouldn't consider it cheating. So people would associate the two. They would say that he probably divorced you because you ain't know who the fucking baby daddy was. What other reason would a man divorce a woman literally 3 weeks after she gives birth? And then it was said so out of your own mouth that he didn't even want to pay for your insurance, which I don't agree with, I disagree with. But let's call a spade a spade. We tired of your ass. Like, all you do is lie. Now you think you finna run your views up by starting a Melody ex-friend hate channel. And in my opinion, you not fucking interesting. That shit, in my opinion, not going nowhere unless you got fucking Melody's name in your mouth. But y'all get in the comment section and y'all let me know. Have y'all been watching that trash, and did y'all know that she created a new channel? And what happened to her other channel? At first she said she was doing a podcast. The host so inconsistent. This is what Moses was talking about in his interview that he did with Dustin. She don't have no drive. The only time she has drive is when it's some easy work, if she getting a handout, or if she got Melody's name in her mouth. Other than that, she ain't got shit going on for herself, other than trying to run somebody's name under the ground that don't want to be her fucking friend no more. She is so fucking desperate. Be honest and tell the truth. You're not really doing no therapy. If you was doing therapy, then you would come to terms with the realization of how that friendship and relationship really broke down. But again, you out here suffering with abandonment issues and blaming any and everybody that set boundaries for themselves and leave your ass in the dust because you think people supposed to deal with your bullshit all the fucking time and your nasty, trashy ass, big-faced attitude. Who the fuck would want to be friends with a bitch like you, and you walking around telling the person's business who loaned you money? Ain't nobody else put money in your pocket. Hell, Moses had you flying back and forth to Seattle or St. Louis every damn weekend, and you was paying out of pocket for that. You got a kid, you was back and forth out of work. Apparently or allegedly, you was selling lotto tickets and you were driving a Dodge van. And there's nothing wrong with driving a Dodge van, but babe, like, Mercedes said that you wasn't paying them their money for their car. LeBerick, girl, you got so much other shit to be talking about other than keeping Mill's name in your mouth. Is literally quite sad. But yeah, all of these people talked all this shit about the bloggers, this, that, and the third. Now all these hoes on YouTube because apparently them Love and Marriage Huntsville checks not hitting the way they like to claim it was. And then on top of that, Love and Marriage Huntsville might be going down in a hole, and they're trying to find ways to keep it moving. Just believe, people really not going to be interested in y'all if the show is over either, because y'all was not interesting or transparent on the damn show. So what are you going to give us on your goddamn platform? Nothing. You're not going to be honest, transparent, legit, real, accountable about shit. And people don't resonate with that end or like that. But y'all get in the comment section. Y'all let me know about Dusty Dan Trash Can Stand. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so y'all are up to date each and every time that I upload.
Very early on, I saw how she moved with people who she called friend. Male, for example. She would, I didn't know the full extent for their relationship because I wasn't there at some of the times, I guess, when they were really, really close. But I was there doing the breakout. Mm-hmm. And I judge friendship too, even when you break up, right? How do you handle a person when you break up? When someone is so quick to spread the bad things that this person done about who she slept with, how terrible a person she is, literally like giving me people to call who could bash her, saw her handle Mel like that, knowing that she had told me Mel had given her money and been there for her, and the same token was there for her and this and that. I'm thinking like, why would I be so quick to call you my friend? And this girl has done things that most friends don't do. I don't know nobody going around handing out $5,000 and helping people pay bills and calling you every day, checking in. And so the way she handled that friendship, I took heed to that. I'm like, you would do me the same way. If we get into it, what's going to be the difference from somebody who has been your friend for however many years? I've only known you for a few months. And yet you telling me all the dirt you can on this girl. And I don't even know you like that. So I just don't, I'm not that naive. I look at everything for what it is. And when I saw how she would handle that person just because they wasn't cool no more for whatever reason, see, I don't do that. We fall out. I ain't finna go around and bash and spread all your dirt just because I don't like you no more. I can still wish you well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and tell all Destiny dirt or the little dirt I do know, because guess what? I still wish you well. But when I saw that, I'm just like, I don't need no more iffy friends in my life. The people that I'm rocking with 20 years, we solid.
And I've been trying to be cordial and I've been trying to do the right thing, you know what I'm saying, to say the right shit, because I know you probably, but Destiny got arrested, child. What's going on with Destiny? You act like you ain't want to talk about it. I'm waiting on you to bring it up, but we halfway in and you ain't even brought this up. What the hell is going on? Because half your cast done been damn it arrested. What's going on? Now y'all shoplifting and shit and fraudulent acting, allegedly, because I ain't seen no docket. But I don't know where you go. Bring the African back. Let's talk about it. Because Destiny don't even look like the type to be. But then somebody said she was homeless. The man left her. And the thing is, right after she had a baby, her husband left her. But then she was dating Moses. So now I'm trying to put two and two together with this. And my mind just go running, Carlos, and run down the street. And I don't know how to keep it from running because I done talk shit about Sunny. And I don't know her. But I'm looking at Destiny sideways now because I love her. She seems like a sweet girl with her beauty supply store. You know what I'm saying? But now she done got arrested for fraud and what else? And then now they tell me that her husband left her on the drop of a dime after she had the baby. Now, you know what? All this alleged, but I'm just going to throw this out here, and I don't know nothing. I'm just going by my mind. Is the baby Moses' baby? Have we had a DNA test? Like, why the man left after the baby and then left her home? Don't no dude really leave his child without taking care of the child? Carlos, I swear to God, I don't know nothing. You cover your head, but did I hit it? Did I hit it? Because I'm feeling like I know something. Allegedly, I don't know nothing, Carlos. I swear to God. When I walked up to people that own Married to Medicine, listen, I told the girl, you dance? And she was like, she got offended. And I'm looking like, what is she offended by? Okay. I don't know.
Wait, what you say about dance? What?
Girl, I asked the little girl, beautiful girl. I said, hey, are you a dancer? And look like she got an attitude with me off the rip. And I was like, what's wrong with her being a dancer? I mean, she got this body or what the fuck? Like, did I do something wrong?
You always do something like this.
I just ask the questions that come to my mind. We on TV.
It's hot in here.
Hold on. People want to know. Now, what the hell going on with this? Can you break it down for me, please? Hello, no, baby. This is your The girl went to jail for what? Now it's new. Now y'all told us y'all done went down the street talking about Martell went to jail, and we knew what he went to jail for. But what did she do? Now what kind of hoes you got down there? Carlos.
You know what's so interesting? People are not calling the show Love and Hustle After Lockup. And I don't understand why.
Did you already know that, Carlos, that she had got arrested?
Okay, so look, I can't say much because we are still filming. I will say this. Allegedly, months ago, there were things that the ex was saying she allegedly did, and allegedly there were charges being pressed, and allegedly she had to turn herself in. So that happened in the past. Now, what I can't confirm or didn't
feel, Carlos is doing his live podcast. First off, is here in Huntsville. Yeah, I mean, it should be fun, but he has Mel as a special guest, so he's been like talking about the millimeters and the raindrops. I would not be in the building, especially not without the invitation. Right. But I'm not trying to be around the millimeters at all because it's just a group of evil females, and they're middle-aged females that's very unhappy in life.
No, I think they're a little older than middle-aged. I have never seen such a toxic group of people. Exactly. I feel like it's a group of broken women. Yeah. The people that have critical thinking ability, they actually don't get on the internet and make those type of comments.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the windows down it. I pull up, roll the windows down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the windows down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, you can't
It's
not
in the case of anybody.
That's why I'm mine. I spend my life